Good afternoon. Okay, let's wait.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. Let's wait a couple of minutes so that others can join and then we start baking. So for baking, I have to push all this model, decimate them and send it to this thing. So here anyways, I'm modifying in Maya. So I'll use that only. Delete this. Delete. Let's select body. W. One same body group. Let's decimate this. So this eyebrow, if I want, I can definitely make it part of the body. So for that, I can go to Maya, and if I want, I can delete this, or I can keep it also. That's also fine. So body sent to Maya, destination master, process current. Decimated, export. Export body. Excuse me. And just so now this also have to export. So make sure everything in highest division. You can click all high and convert everything into high poly. Shift F, I can see multiple poly groups. Control W, convert this into one poly group. And this is like not very high poly. Yeah. Just Control D and then export this. Delete. Smooth it. Export. Right. these two. If I want, I can merge them and then export. Not very high poly, so let's merge them together. Merge down these two together. Delete. Make it smooth. Okay, this is change in height. Then I'll go to geometry. I'll use dynamic subdivision. Line. Estimate this also. Just I don't want. Just if I want, I can just subdivide and export it. Okay. Now these two only, all of them. Merge down. Oh, I should have like kept the buttons separate. Something happened. No problem. I'll reopen it. How everything is already exported. Only the hands part I need to do. So I'll do it quickly. Delete all those things. These two arm I can merge down. I have all the details. I just have to decimate this thing. Bake all layers. Still quite dense. Reduce it to 10%. It's better. So everything I have exported except buttons. These buttons. Done. Now ZBrush work is over. Maya, I have created this low poly folder. Now I need to create high poly. So just simply import all the mesh. Drag drop all the high poly. Put it from ZBrush. I think exported. Control G. High. So now like I have to double check everything, and I have to like for baking purpose I have to prepare my file, because in this particular geometry you can see a lot of parts are overlapping. So if you bake it, like suppose I bake this gloves, and this it will create an impression on the hand as well, so which is wrong. So I need to make sure all these parts are separate and bake them nicely, like explode the model. I remove the body, high poly, low poly, moved it together. That's why two separate groups. Here I have in this here. I just need to combine them. Low poly. So low poly here I'm not going to bake. Here is using separate texture. So this file is only for baking purpose. So save as bake. Only for baking. So now I'll just replace all the parts that's overlapping. So low poly, my let's see, low poly, you can see everything is combined together. So I have to separate them, tie cloth together, move it out. And here I can see there's a mismatch in my low poly and high poly. So what I'll do, I select both of them and delete it. I'll bake only this section, and after finishing my texture, I'll submit to this. move it out. Okay, here I can see this all different parts. So I just keep that like that only. Separate. Okay, I can see it's not perfectly matching. So what I'll do, Control D and Shift P and put it inside high poly. Last one. Apply a smooth on that, make it a little softer. Divisions, okay, divisions 2. Center pivot. All this will bake easily. This one I have to delete. Everything is exploded, and this is only for baking purpose. So for this, all this thing is not required. Delete. So everything is separate. You can see now. We'll bake it in substance itself. So high, and select this. Export selected. Where is the folder? High. High exported. Hide it. Now we have low. Low poly. Export this. So before exporting, we have to check like all the materials I have planned. Like body, I have planned one material. So I'll just double check UV. Something is missing from here. You can see what is missing. Oh, All these things I can place wherever I want to place, doesn't matter. And face, I'll increase the size slightly, resolution wise. What is this? Something I believe I missed. Align them nicely. And legs are like half of it not visible, so I'll just reduce it slightly, so I'll have more room, space, and fit everything nicely here. I can see the UV wastage. That is something I cannot really do anything. Okay. And make sure just have a separate material, matte body. I can see clearly. Cloth, I have assigned a separate material. So now it's fine. So body separate material and cloth for all the cloth, same material. Separate material. You can select all of them together. And check my UV. So okay, this is old UV. Okay. Cannot unmute. Okay. Old UV, though I have fixed it. Just straighten them as much as possible. So it will be easy for like layouting. This is old. Guess I have imported a wrong file. Low poly, low poly. There's one more low poly I have. Just give me a second. Let me export this first. Then see. Low poly. Looks like old UV only. This is also old UV. Okay, anyways, like this UV we can definitely fix. But I have exported not there. This is different model. Okay, anyways. Substance will open. Substance painter. Okay, one mistake I did is like after moving the character, I changed the UV. It's like one mistake. That is something I cannot do. You copy the value, paste it here. It will automatically overlap. This is fine. This is also fine. Have I deleted this thing from loop only? Okay. Low poly, export selection, low poly, exported. Now substance, new. So where you were using Maya, so OpenGL. For Maya, OpenGL, for Max, DirectX. Low poly, where is file?
So the error is the no
Hmm?
UV coordinates. No UV coordinates.
Oh, really? Oh, no UV coordinate. But UV is there, right? Oh, yeah. We have to do this the same thing. Just give me 1 second. I guess I have the updated file. I'll just copy it from my side. I'll extend the class slightly. I have little time. Just give me a minute. Just simply open it from like 20 and then bring it because I can see it's the older UV and older texture.
सर साहिल कुछ बोलना चाह रहे हो अनम्यूट नहीं कर पा रहे अपने आप को
Okay, I guess I don't have this thing. Get rid of the confusion. Just give me a second. It's not the right file. Let's fix the UV first. Okay, just auto layout only. It's not correct. I don't want to waste time. It's roughly like that. Saves in as for baking. First, let's save it. Then save as for bake. I two different folders. Now let's quickly UV. I moved it already. So subdivisions. I, okay. Now export selection. Low poly. Export selection. High poly. range. Yeah, UV is there, correct. It's just fine. We need to compute UV data in channel. That's very strange. There's no UV sets. Everything have UV. Oh, finally. So I can see clearly body and cloth, two set of materials. So and that is something if I want, I can isolate and check clearly. You have to bake all the maps. Bake maps. Let's use like 2K and select my high poly. So all these things no need to modify. Yes, if there's a huge difference between high poly, low poly, you can increase this distance for the cage. And to get a very clean and crisp ambient occlusion, you can increase this value to maybe 300, 400, but it will increase the time of baking. So you can increase it and then bake textures. It will take a little time and bake everything. So everything is baked. So I have all the information, all maps, everything is baked here. Now I just have to update this model. I don't have to replace anything from here. Then go to my file and this time let's save this thing new and I import my actual low poly. Oh no. Okay, correctly now. So now this is my actual low poly with all the material, texture, and everything in place, proper place. Now I have to input this file. Select this export selection underscore 03. Okay, it's like somewhere else I'm copying, that's why. 03, edit, project configuration, and 03, select this one. Where this is weird. Why I have to combine it? Everything is loaded. You see it clearly, and now I can see here. Okay, this is I forgot to combine with the body. This is supposed to be part of body only. Okay, so now here I can clearly see all the maps, and you can see body still have all the maps, all the information, and all the detail from high poly baked still there. So only thing that I have to do is I have to bake all the ambient occlusion once again. So let's I can see if here I'm texturing in Maya, so that like straight line we have created. So we don't have to do anything here for here, and this is the like mistake. And I texture I already have, so for this also I don't have to bake anything, and lens also I don't have to bake anything. Max to max I can apply a material here. So eyelashes, for this also I have a texture, so I can just simply apply them and add a opacity mask a layer.
So you'll
What
have to
is
change the
this?
shade of it.
For
Load.
opacity, yes, I have to change, but what it was showing something different there. Should that I changed? Ah, now opacity. Yeah, opacity is there. Scroll down, Alt, click on this. Everything is deactivated. I need that opacity map now. I'll drag drop it here. Okay, just import and light here. Color, I can make it like black. So you can see eyelashes. Lens is basically a translucent material. For this also I have to change the shader. Look, alpha building already. You see, it's become transparent. Now I okay. Dash cloth. So the cloth and body, these two things I need to like everything is fine except ambient occlusion have to bake once again. So otherwise it won't bake, it won't generate textures properly. Bake mesh, switch off everything except ambient occlusion, and this high poly I can minus, I don't want it, use low poly as high poly and bake my ambient occlusion. Body also exact same thing. So body, all this thing baked nicely. Everything is clean. And for this hair, slightly rough. Lens is like, but will also get switch on and make it like get this nice reflection. Okay. So all these things are ready. Now body and cloth, all these things have to texture. So body is only body, so I need skin. So if we go to smart materials and search for skin, you can see we have a lot of skins which is already there, presets. Skin human, you can see skin face. So you can apply any one of them. Drag, drop. See, it will generate all those redness and everything automatically. And you can see it have already have this noise. The size, you can see 2K. Okay, that is something we can increase, but change later. Cloth, fabric, burlap. Okay, and you can see it generates all these folds and everything automatically. Like too much, we don't want it. This is also too much. Okay, let's see. Okay, this denim fabric, this thing is like really strong. If I don't want, I can definitely delete and remove it. Mask, we have used a gradient. Okay, no need. Okay, no need. I'll delete this only. I'll start from base only. And where is my reference? Oh, reference I forgot. I don't have it. So which this part was more of an orangish color. Black mask and UV select. Effect only this area and this one. So I can see slightly intersection that I have to fix in my low poly. Yeah, I can see that will fix. Matte. Okay. Let's see metal. I have, this looks nice. It's bronze. So I have to make sure it applies only and only where it's supposed to be. Like here, model. Select this. See, and I have to change the color and everything. Change the color. Leather. See this one how it works. That's not very nice.
Sir,
Yes.
around that belt area, the line flow there,
Hmm.
is that acceptable?
This triangles you're talking about. This is expelled because there is no other way. Because if you want to create this circle, without triangulating, you cannot fix it.
Okay.
Right? If you want to make it quad, you have to increase the poly count then overall. So that will be like really high. So that's why. So until and unless there is no other way, then you can do it. Okay. This one. Yes, I need to make it part of body only. It's like wrong. And this here I have to fix in Maya, and this thing also have to update. So I'll go back model and check wherever this thing is happening. It's like just slightly. Export selection, screen, save it. Body, ambient push have to peak once again. So this thing have to fix. Still slight intersection is there. Okay, I have to double check. Okay, I guess it's coming from normal. No, normal is clean.
So that's cloth.
Cloth from it's coming from ambient occlusion.
But
So
a big body.
a big a big body. Okay. Ah, now it's fixed. That issue is gone. Okay. Okay, let's start with. Now let's see. This looks really rough, so I have to fix. Delay the pattern. This is coming from height. I'll go to height. So first let's try manipulating this thing. Balance. The tile, make it little refined. It's too glossy. So roughness is controlled by this base. So roughness. This dust is a little weird. So just delete this and modify it. Right click at the generator and add dirt. This dirt is way better. For this also need to make it part of like metal. cloth. Now, it's like suppose for this one, I want to create all this detail. So what I'll do is I need to add some amount of normal or height information, weaving and all basically. So right click, copy mask, new layer, right click, black mask, paste into mask, and color of metal of roughness of normal of only height. So we have all this weaving, which is already fabric. All these things are already there. Tile. I can increase the tile, and it looks like very strong. Tiling increase. Still, it's very strong, very dense. So what I'll do, I'll go to height and reduce intensity. Make it subtle. Select these two. Control G, group it. I can apply a black mask and paste that same mask. So I don't have to paste the mask again and again. Now, one more layer. One more orange. Saturated. And I want to use this dark color as dirt. Right click, add a black mask, right click, generator, dirt. So it will generate this darker tone as dirt. Okay, let's work on skin. The size of the grains are too big on this one. Skin board. No change. Roughness. Noise. Refine it. Danger ambient pollution I have to fix, and plus this thing I have to manually fix. This is something you cannot fix like automatically. I have to stamp it in Photoshop. This thing. Okay, I'll do the danger slightly later. Okay, some color tones. Black mask. Add a paint. You can switch on my symmetry. You cannot move it. Brush. Usually, near to nose, it's slightly more like more of red. Roughness I can reduce slightly. Metallic, no metallic. Roughness I can reduce slightly. Saving. No metal, no normal, no height, only color and roughness. Don't worry, it's like a little bit prominent that we can fix and control. Too much. Opacity and reduce, and I need to make it blur, so I'll add a filter, and I'll add a blur filter here and make it blur, so it will smoothly blend. Blur, if you want to increase, you can increase it. Fix here, and like I need to add tones, skin tones now for this. Now we'll add all the details slowly, one part at a time. Add all details, and like there are like two refinement I have to do. Like under lips, I can see clearly there is the impression. This I need to fix. The teeth I have to bake separately. So because I can see it's all wrong. This fine. This one I have to anyways duplicate in low poly itself. I'll do that. And this one pocket is missing from high poly. The pocket I'll create, and then we'll add those color tones, two different tones. And what I'll do is I'll just bake a ID map. Like I'll show that how to bake it. So I'll export high poly with poly groups, and then based on that I can bake a ID map within Substance very easily. I'll show that. Right now I don't have it, so I'll show that. So I'll fix this thing and like fix some hair and all, and then re-import it, save the file. I'll take attendance. I'll take that. Again, I have to update it manually. Just give me a second, I'll take a screenshot. Okay, everything could read. Yeah. So I just update it. So like like import a low poly, high poly, and like explode the model, bake everything, and color block it initially. Just block the colors, all the part for all the parts. Color block it. I'll check. I guess colors are a little different from the reference, so I'll just like bring that and double check it, and then based on that, we'll fix everything. And plus, we have to pose this model also, and plus we have to fix the hair. So texturing is right as of now just base I have applied. I need to add details and make all the skin and everything look nicer and cleaner, and more information I'll add. I'll do those things. Yeah. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I guess tomorrow we have class again, same time only. Okay, then I'll see you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.